Well, what struck me as an American when I heard this news last year of the brutal killing of an MP in a church, which, by the way, throughout the entire British history of since Parliament has existed, there's only been very, very few who have been
Yeah.
killed while serving office. So it's historical in that way. Just what
Right.
surprised me is that the how quickly the British public just forgot about the killing of one of its member of parliaments. You saw then and you see now more coverage on American issues such as the 6th of January or other things like that. But over and over for years now, this is no surprise to you and I. Whenever there's a suspicion that there's a jihadist nexus to any of these deadly attacks in my country or your country or somewhere else in Western Europe, the response from the public and the press and politicians and the chattering classes is to look away. I mean, last year we had a British Muslim who went to America to carry out an attack at a synagogue, and that should have been a bigger story than it was. But I think most of my
Yep.
American peers have probably forgotten about that as well.
Yes, and there's almost there was a rather cynical line that MI5 used to use at the time of the Irish Troubles, that you could hold it down to an acceptable level of violence. And if you put it less cynically, it's the London Mayor, Sadiq Khan, who said that this sort of thing is just part and parcel of what it means to live in a diverse, vibrant world city. In other words, we should just be quiet and get used to it. It's going to happen. It's going to spring up. It happened just on the eve of the first round of the French presidential election a couple of days ago, that this is just going to happen and we should just get used to it. Is that a valid public policy?
No, there are vibrant big cities around the world that don't suffer jihadist attacks regularly. I'm thinking of Seoul or Tokyo or Ho Chi Minh City or Bangkok, or looking on this continent, you don't see these type of regular religious extremist attacks in Warsaw or in Budapest. So I think the statement that Sadiq Khan made a few years ago was more so that he was trying to prepare the public to accept this normality that within this country, your security and investigative authorities have not been able to get a hold of the homegrown jihadist issue that you have.